Welcome back to another gaming chat for the Walking Dead survivors here on the Lead Anarchy channel. I am, as always, your host, Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about the crazy ass weather in Ohio, along with gaming stuff here, is what it is. So, yeah, we got some pretty wild shit going on right now outside. It looks like a mix of snow and hail combo right now, if that's even possible. I think it is actually, because I'm looking at something weird right now, and it was falling down like it was hail earlier, and then it was like big fat ass chunks of snow basically that were melting on contact. Thank God the ground is not cold enough yet. It seems like, so hopefully this won't stick and won't be an issue for tomorrow or next day or anything else like that. So I don't know, not good, man. Either way, it's yeah, we're not in good shape is what it is right now. So. And that's all windy too today. But yeah, we gotta come on here though and do a little gaming chat for a little bit here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do Freedom Friday on the regular Ohio Patriot channel today or not, because just random shit's going on currently. I don't know if I'm gonna lose power then or not. Hopefully I won't, but you never fucking know anymore. It's Ohio, wait 10, 20 minutes and you only either have like another thing happen or it like tapers off. Or it's like, 10, 20 minutes later, it's going to be lights out, basically, is what it would be then. And then I'd be also, stream would be dead, too, for that matter. So, yeah. But as it is right now, I think I'll just stay on here for a little bit of time. And, bullshit is what it is here for a few minutes then and what have you. And hopefully if I can actually show the stream. I don't know if I can or not right now. Nope, it's being stupid like it was yesterday. Damn. Damn, that's irritating. I know I said yesterday too, like wait like 5 minutes or something, and then maybe like it'll actually work then. So maybe that's what I need to do right now, is just wait like 5-10 minutes and see if it actually works then or not. So I don't know, man. What I do know is that we obviously are past the last day of the season. We're waiting right now for our season 8 people currently because, well, actually, technically, we're doing two things right now. We are waiting for season 8 to begin, which is going to be obviously the thing happening again for that like week-long build-up or whatever for it then. But also, in the meantime, we have another season relocation thing. So, and it looks like everybody and their brothers pretty much jumping ship to different places. Except for our region, we're staying together is what it is. But a lot of the other ones that were in previous season with us, and some other people here and there is what it is, are all jumping ship to our region and other regions like that. So I think they're trying to basically solidify and sort of make super regions, if you will, which hopefully works out for us in the long run, because unfortunately, there are some people trying to jump over right now that are do-nothings, basically. And I get they're trying to jump over to, like, more active region, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like, you are fucking detrimental to us at this point. Like, we need strong people, not your weak ass here. So, I think that's what's happening with some of these people. They're just so damn weak is what it is. Because that's the thing. Like, we're all, like, the real problem I have with some of these people is, right, like, across the board, if you're in these relocations, you're obviously also previously in season 7, now going to season 8 currently. How the fuck are you not T10 yet? In like a year and a half time span, dude, or longer. Like, y'all have had like at least 18 months at this point to get there. So unless you're just not playing like barely at all, and that's why you're still at like 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever it is there, like, yeah, that's all on you, man. Man, that's getting bad out right now. I don't know if I could show the back behind me here or not, if it actually popped through or not. I don't think it will. It'll probably just look all weird. Probably just looks all too much light or something there. Yeah, it's all rainy. The entire window here is all rain dust. Snow, rain combo. I don't think it's rain coming down. I think it's just snow is what it is. It's just melting into rain is what it is then. Because looking out that window out there, it's just like coming down like sideways like that, where it's all like some kind of crazy snow shit coming down. So yeah, it's a good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't. My sister was talking about getting me groceries tonight, and I'm like, yeah, probably not tonight. So because it would have been here like, you know, like either right now or like a couple hours from now is what it is. And then it's like, yeah, and there might be better than like 3 inches of snow or something for all the fuck I know. So yeah, probably sometime tomorrow though. It'll be having some stuff brought out then is what it'll be. So is our plan for the day. But yeah, pretty wild shit, man, for sure though. It's crazy how quickly weather changes happen here in the state too. Like even at almost 40 right now, I'm still amazed by how quickly stuff flips around and whatnot. So trying to see if we had what our thing looks like currently right now for a set of people coming in here right now. Okay, so interesting. I remember Silverback, one of the players here from, I think it was seasons 5 or 6, one of the two. And he apparently is trying to come over to 144 now is what it is. Yeah, he's also one of the major ass pay to win people too, because I right now, in this account that I'm currently sitting in, are 126 million power. And this motherfucker is 337 million. I know for a fact he's also a pay to win person too as well. So, and then we got 6 from 92 from 20092 coming in for the 220 to 320 million range. And then 13 from the 140 to 220. So from various regions here. Oh, it looks like Hellgirl's coming back over. She was the original region chief here, and then she left us, and then looks like she's coming back again now is what it is. Then we got some other people coming from 136, 126, etc. So, you know, we got a bunch of people coming from random places here. So, looks like a mix of 136ers, 145. Oh, I know 145. Huh, that's interesting. So the guy from 145 was one of the dudes that was actually in our region initially and then left us and is now coming back around. And it's like, apparently you didn't like it in there last time, did you, buddy? So that looks like a bunch of 92s and 91. Another 126. A couple 139s. Now we got Phoenix coming over from 136 now. That was one of the regions we were with this last season. Here's what it is. So, which I think they were the opposite. I want to say they were the opposite on the other side of the table that lost against us is what it was there. So makes sense that they want to come over to the winning side now and be like, hey, can I play too? And we're like, yeah, go on over, bro. So, but yeah, most likely that's what it is, I'm guessing, honestly, for that dude. But yeah, it's interesting though. Let's see if I can do a screen share here or not then. Huh. Well, it's wanting to dip out now, which is weird. Nope, still wanting to be stupid. Still wanting to be stupid and do catches of me instead of actually doing the game for some reason. I don't know. Such a pain in the ass, dude, I'll tell you what. But yeah, right now I'm just working on what's left for the last event for this day is what it is, which is basically the what do you call it now? I can't remember offhand now what I'm fucking saying. Mind is blanking. What the hell is that word? It's like words escape me now. Huh. That's interesting, because now it's saying heavy rain for the severe weather alert. Tell you one thing I'm getting kind of sick and tired of is hearing the stupid bullshit. Leftist garbage come in my feed. Here's what it is for stuff. Like this one from the website Them, which I can only assume was one of these they, them, fucking he, she, it fucking websites or some shit like that. Where it's like, what an Ohio veto reveals about Republicans' effects to ban gender-affirming care. We've talked about this on the main channel before, dude. You're not banning gender-affirming care. You're stopping minor children, little kids, in many cases, from literally having body parts chopped off, motherfucker. And if you're pro chopping kids' body parts off, dude, then maybe your ass needs to be in prison forever if that be the case then, or worse. And it's as simple as that, really. So y'all can go fuck yourself, you fucking pedophile fucks. Fucking sick of your guys' shit, honestly, dude, at this point. Like, truthfully, what this shows is, like, we need at least a partial appeal and not the amendment at this point, honestly, 26-2 for that matter. And these sick sons of bitches that want to do this crap to kids, man. So, anyway. But yeah, that being said, going back to gamer stuff, though. So yeah, we're just doing, finishing up some stuff. Here's what it is for the end of Season 7 there, waiting for the relocations to happen in the next 4 or 5 days, give or take. Here's what it's going to be. And then I think probably what's going to happen is then it'll be, we will have, obviously, we're doing the start of one right now, so it'll be today, and then tomorrow will be the actual jump over then for the first round, and then it'll be 2 days after that will be the second one, and then 2 days after that will be the third one. So pretty much it'll be sometime next week, I'm guessing, will be the start of the new season then for the actual, like, Rise of Tensions event. Maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know. I'm not sure 100%, but damn, just down a bunch of bullets there on that one. But yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be something like that. And then we'll have probably, most likely from there, what you'll end up seeing in the game will be everybody coming together to do their own thing to help out as best they can. And then from there, it'll basically be us going and doing like some mega thing for whatever it's going to be for the new war pack then. So, yeah. Which, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the war packs now, because like I said, with the Season 8 thing here is going to be basically a return to almost like Season 1, it seems like, to some extent, for like the villainous shit, where it's like Negan issues or whatever the case be, or like a Savior's kind of deal or something like that. So, and of course we'll see, like, I think the biggest thing we'll see obviously in this coming season will be obviously the increase of survivor power by 1 star is what it'll be. So we'll have people that have been 7s this whole time going up to 8s now, and you'll definitely see where the pay to win comes in at, and you know where you have like the whales at and stuff like that real quick, because you'll have those people that are going to be, you know, you'll see these power shifts like go crazy like that is what it is, where people like me that are like almost catching up right now will still be right here pretty much, and these people will go from here to like up here probably is what it'll be. So yeah, it'll be a whole thing up there, but it should be interesting though. Should be really interesting, and I look very forward to it, honestly, because it should just be fun overall. And like I said, the fact that it seems like we're going to be getting some new power players too on this coming go around as well, for at least this first round of stuff right now, like that should be good, obviously, if we allow these people in here, obviously, because, you know, we could always do like a veto of these folks as well if we want to do that or whatnot. So, but yeah, it seems like we're going to let them come in as they will and then go from there is what it'll be then. Because you can still have region chief vetoes of all these different levels and stuff. Like if they wanted to, they could just be like, no, so we're back, go fuck yourself or whatever. But I don't think they are. I think they'll let them in. Here's what it is, because that dude, even though they were against us a couple seasons ago, is what it is. Like, it doesn't really matter because if they're looking for a new home and they're gonna help us out and they're gonna be a whale for us and stuff like that, like Mr. B has been this whole time since he came in, like Ghosty Cat's been since they came in and stuff like that. Or even Marina since she came in there, because I wouldn't really consider her. I'm not sure if she's a whale, but I know she's like at least like a heavy pay to win, I guess is what I call it in that one, because like I don't think she's quite as leveled as Ghosty or B, but I know that she has like some money that she put forward in the game enough to where her power creep is definitely a lot stronger than mine as a free to play player, and I would say is more on the level of maybe Megan or a little bit higher than that even possibly. Whereas I know Megan's put a little bit of money into the game at this point. I don't know how much, honestly. Probably a couple hundred is my guess, honestly, over the time with like deals and stuff. So I'm guessing Marina's probably like maybe like 1,000 or so, give or take. Like I don't believe Marina has the I don't think she's like one of these 6K vehicle people or whatever the case be, but I'm pretty sure Ghosty is, and I think B was too, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I know B, I don't know. Well, I'm actually not sure about Mr. B if he was a vehicle person or if he was just the dude who bought Ezekiel's what it was then and got him up all the way to like 5 or 6 stars what it is then. So, because that alone is like, I think a 5-star Ezekiel or 6-star Ezekiel, whatever he had there, is like 10, 12 grand, something like that, crazy like that, for all the fragments you would need to get and buy into it and stuff like that's what it is there. So, but yeah, that dude's a power player just because that alone. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Silverback also has a high ass level Ezekiel too, so he would definitely be a power player in the coming season then for sure, and helping us out possibly getting, could potentially, like him and the other 192 people there is what it is, could potentially be, or not 192, sorry, him and the other 092 people that are jumping over here could easily be the difference between us taking second and us taking first this time around. So, because yeah, you have him in there. Because yeah, even though my main account here, like I just looked at my main account honestly with this whole thing, and right now my main account I'm only 131 million and some change for my power level. And comparing that to these other guys here, you have, like I said, you got Silverback at 337 mil. You got all these other guys that are 6 or 7 right now that are between 223 and 315 mil. So it's 223, 224, 249, 266, 279, and then 315. So those people are all like at least double my power pretty much is what it is, or damn close to it anyway. So, and then all the guys that would be in the 140s to 220s, we got 13 of those guys coming in. Potentially most of those are from 92 too, as it seems like. Actually, interesting, I just realized that now. It seems like Hellgirl, who jumped one of her accounts to 92, there's what it is now bringing it back. And I think what it is maybe she's bringing it back with one of the clans from 92, there's what it is then, which would make sense. And then you got people like Melody, who's jumping in from 126, and Odin from 136, which I know is one of the ones that we fought against this go around, is what it was there. I believe that's what it was. So I want to confirm this real quick for what was in season 7. Here's what it is. So for the rankings here. Okay, I was right. Yeah, 136 would have been the Wolf Pack for the it would have been the Wolf Pack for the event overall there. So, that's interesting. So us in our thing, we had between for R3 for the winning side for the elephant one, we had over 100,000 between the 3 of us, and then we had a 4th set of people that were in basically 4th place. Here's what it was, and then they had 0 on their thing. For the other side, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only the 6th one didn't have nothing on it, is what it was there for any kind of like buildings or whatever. Then, so, but yeah, so Hunt was the one that was 141, and then you also had TSR from 141. Looks like 125 didn't do next to nothing. That was a 2-person crew there of like almost nobody's what it was. So, and then 136 had like 3 different coalitions. It seems like. So it's one of the people from 136 is coming in there. Then is what it is then. So yeah, that's cool. Good for them. Like I said, hopefully they can be an asset this coming season is what it'll be then. And yeah, we can just make things better for them as it is then. So yeah, you got a couple people from there coming in there, and then we've already got a short list of region chief locks for from 136 right now. So I'm guessing these are the people that we all had fun with, is what it was then, that want to come over here, and they're pretty close in power level to me actually. The top 2 anyway are, because like I said, I'm 131, and the top one of those is coming in as 123, and then it's 119. I want to say it's my third account is actually around the 120s or so. So power level wise, and then yeah, so they're pretty close in power to me. And then it's 96 mil, 99 mil, and it's like 88 or 87 million then. And the people from 136 want to come in is 139. Duke wants to jump back in with 137 from 145. Like I said, he left us, so he's gonna try and come back in now. Bunch of 092s want to come in here. A couple more 136s, an 091, an 098, another 126, a single 139, a single 147, and then that Phoenix guy from 136 wants to jump in. And then we got a single 125 and want to jump over here too as well. They're like, this is the problem right now. So you basically go from, like, I would say honestly, the cutoff at this point should be at least like 50 to 60 million power. That's what this Phoenix guy was. He's like almost 70 million. Here's what it is. But yeah, I would say at least like 65 million should be like the cutoff right now, because that's what the one guy is here. This Pother from 92. Because then you got this guy from 96, this dude from 125, this other guy from 92, that are 36 million, 32 million, and 28 million respectively. And it's like, bro, y'all are weak as fuck. Like, I can already tell that right now. Like, just by those numbers alone, what that shows me is that you're probably either a high T7 or a low T8, honestly, right now. And you've done next to nothing to actually get more powerful. But yet you're going to waste money to jump over here to, like, basically ride our fucking coattails later on is what it will be. Which I'm not okay with, honestly. And that's the problem right there. It's like, the real issue becomes, and this is the issue right now, right? I have no problem with carrying people if they're going to get stronger. What I have a problem with is carrying someone's lazy ass if they're not going to do a damn thing to get any stronger themselves, so they can eventually carry their own weight is what it is there, and be part of the team is what it is there. Which is exactly what I'm seeing right now in the secondary region that I'm in season 3 currently. Is you have people who are still T6 somehow, when I'm over here like T8 going on to T9, and whenever I can get my shit together is what it is, dude, and get everything built up there is what it would be then. So yeah, like, you're just fucking around is what it is, man, and it pisses me off, because it's like, you people are doing nothing to actually get further ahead, dude, and you're eventually going to become a detriment to where, when we start having season relocations in that specific region and stuff, I'm pretty sure they're going to basically fall to the wayside when it comes to shit, and be told to basically fuck off, and more or less is what it'll be then. So, but yeah, it's a whole thing. But anyway, so like I was saying though, yeah, right now it sounds like, I think Michael, whatever like his name is there. I know it's like the French version of it's a guy's name obviously, but it's like a French version or whatever there, because the dude's from like some part of Europe there or something like that. And he was discussing last season or whatever the case be, like what we're doing here is what it is. And then he was mentioning something in one of the chats here today is what it was there for our overall stuff of where things are at or where we stand right now is what it is then. So I think that's pretty much what it is right now. So anyway, trying to see if I can find it here. If it's even there for that matter. So, because it should be here someplace. Let's see. Where was this thing? Was it announcements that we were talking? No, it wasn't announcements. It would have been. Oh, here you go. News and updates. Yeah, he said we were looking ahead for a good location round. For now, we would like to ask players to hold on to bringing their farms over from other regions that would take up valuable spots. Said if in the last round, the third round, there are still open slots, you can bring over your farms. Thank you to all. Future is looking bright for all of us. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be good then. Like I said, it'd be nice to be able to, get further ahead in this game then. It's still doing that shit, dude. What the fuck? So infuriating. Like I said, it took almost an hour yesterday to get it done there, man. I don't know what the hell's going on here, what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna do this while I can. Is what it is, though. So we got research train, animal train. So go over and do my dude over here. Up by 1. I'll actually grab what you call it there for 18 hours. Since I have way more than enough stuff to do here with it. Just basically burn through all the 64 or the T8 stuff is what will be there. Gain a couple sets of power then as well on top of that, which is nice. I was actually watching the new DC thing about Crisis on Infinite Earths yesterday. It was like the part 1 or whatever there that they did for it, which is pretty cool. One thing I like about those movies, actually, because it's like, it's like basically a cartoon anime kind of movie is what it is there, is you can get like star-studded casts in those without having to pay people a bunch of money to do like a live action kind of thing is what it is there. Because I know one of the voices for one of the characters is Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, it's just nice to see that kind of stuff, honestly. So, all right, let's see. We're at 11,000 to 48. So I'm going to do this up to a thing right now. Try to see what the difference would be here from that now. So we got, let's see, it was 11. Now it is 42 of 48. So I think this should work then. Okay, so that did proc. So it took us 11 and past it, obviously, which sucks. Damn. All right, well, let's go ahead and grab, I guess, this guy right here. That obviously would proc us 1. And then takes us to 54, 6 over. That should be fine. Okay, so we're at 24,540, which will be a little bit higher than that when we get all of our stuff done. Here's what it is. So it'll be at like, I think around, it'll be around 20, almost 25K. So we got 2K coming in this last day from the gathering. So that takes, so we need to get like 3,000 right now out of this for the rest of the thing then is what it'll be. So that is the plan right now, is 3K basically. All right, let's see what we got here for this then. Okay, we can do our 2-day thing right now for this. Because we got way more than enough level ups there. So let's see how many we gain from that. Nice. Got 6 there, so that takes us to 25,480. And let me see if I can get any higher than that. Yeah. Oh man. We are so fucking close right now to 30K. We were 29,730. There's no fucking way, dude. I gotta do something to get that all the way up then. Yeah, I gotta do something here to get that all the way up then. I think I'll just do a sharpshooter thing for 9 hours then. All right, that took us to 44, so that would be like 14. Okay, so let's see on that one then. So if we go 14 there, so that would take us to I think maybe do this guy. That's like 8 hours and some change. And then we'll see how much we got left on that then after that. Okay, so 14 takes us to 27, 9, 10. Okay, so that would definitely level with the other one then. Also eats up a shitload of my stuff, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, it takes us to 42. So that takes us to 12, 7, 40 of 30,000. So we need like 18 more to go then. And of course, I'm out of stuff now, unfortunately. Son of a bitch. Okay, so that's a 4-day thing right there. It's a 5-day one right here. And that one's impossible to do. It's a 9-day. Is there anything that's lower than this, honestly? Oh, here you go. I got a 1-day. Okay, so that'll just be it then, I guess. Do a hospital extension. Here's what it is. Burn through most of what's left of my minute assets here. Take that down to 500 then. Nice. Gave us +3 on that. Takes us to 26. So we are 20,000 of 30,000 now. Come on, man. Like, Jesus Christ. This is really starting to piss me off now. Okay. So let me see here now. Those would be 10s. What does this one have to be? It's a 3-day, never mind. Okay, I guess go medical. Healing cost reduction. Healing speed increase. I think I got that one actually. Nice. It got me just over 31,000 on that. Hell yeah. So we got just over 30K, so that's fine. I think we'll leave it at that then. Oh wow, I didn't realize I was that high up. Here I was thinking I was just about to hit the thing, and I was actually hitting way past what it is there. So okay, so now we got 22 of 50 for flasks right now. So yeah, that's not gonna do jack shit for anytime soon. So we will simply go for 4 days then. and do this one here for 4 days, then as well will be. So, and right now being at 9K of 12, or sorry, 9 mil of 12. I think I'm going to attempt to make some dogs into some larger dogs, if at all possible here. Let's see how close we are right now here. So we got 10 mil of 12 mil. Okay, so let's see here now. Some dog stuff there. Throw all of our Angus cows up here. See how far we get to that. That takes us to 11.3. And then through a couple sheep. Takes us to 11.6. So then we're going to level up some dogs after that. Then it should be about 4 or 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That would take to actually get there. So it's 1, 2. Let's see, 3. 4. Okay, looks like it actually procced on 3 or 4 there. Looks like the 4th one. Cool. So now I am, let's see, 220. Wait, 11,000. So we got 3,220 to go right now. And on that one, I will actually do 50 more. Because I will go and do, what was the count for this again? I think it was 39. So we'll do that to get 50 of 50 on that. So there's 28 or 26, 830. So that's 170 left on that before 27. And we got 2 more, so that would take us to, so it'll be 28, 830 at least, whenever our stuff gets done tonight. And then for the rest of it, we should be able to get it all done then, if that'll be the case then. So, yep, 1 time's ahead. And go ahead and grab that for the short range stuff. Grab my things there for that. Go back to dangerous delivery stuff. Takes us up to 100, and we can actually get 5 long ranges for free now. That's cool. Okay, so what do I do in this one? Let's see, 12 of 40 PvEs, 5 of 10 animals. Yeah, see, this is the problem right here with this dangerous deals that I talked about last night, actually, is in the last one here to get 30 coin for that, of the 100 is what it is. Make 5 in-app purchases in the game, which is basically pay money to get ahead here is what it is then. So, which is not cool, man. Like, you shouldn't have to pay money to get ahead there is what it is. And of course, I'm still stuck on myself. Here's what it is for some reason. So, I think I'm going to try to reload this bitch entirely. Like, take it off entirely here. Reload it up. Wait 5 minutes. And then see if it pops up or not. Like, don't even fool with it at all until then. Until, like, the 45-minute mark or something. So, looking outside right now, looks like it's just raining a little bit here and there. Just very windy. You can hear the wind kicking through the house as it is here. I really wish my damn cousin had actually written the shit down or done something with it to where he knew what the fuck he was going to do or whatever, because he promises he's going to come out here and do some stuff with this window behind me and some windows in the house to make them more weatherproof for the wintertime here. They never did that shit. So, because it was basically outside inside job, and we can do the inside part of what it is, but we can't do the outside of what it is there. Because it would require, you know, myself getting up on a ladder, which I'm not going to do that because I don't want to fuck myself up with what it is there. So, but yeah, it's just, it sucks, man. So, because I am cold right now, even with the blanket partially on me right now is what it is, which I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on the other shoulder here if I possibly can, because shit is getting older. Like, the problem is right behind me there is the window, and the issue is that the frame is so old that it's basically fucking around with the cold air. So, yeah, I suppose I got to bundle up here is what it is, and I got a second blanket obviously down here around my midsection. So that's what my mom's best friend was asking me earlier when she called. She's like, you know, she was like, oh, you have a cell phone in case the car goes out to contact us, right? Or we can contact you with it or whatever the case be. And I'm like, no, I don't actually. And she's like, well, shit. And then she's like, well, if the worst comes to worst, like, go outside and run the car and sit in it and get warm so you don't die. And I'm just like, okay. And she's like, oh, you got enough blankets, right? And I'm like, yeah, Mom got a couple of thermals right before, you know, the fall here is what it was over at Ollie's there. So, or no, actually it was Mark's, I think is where we got those from. Now I think about it. But either way, we got them a couple months ago. We never have used them is what it is. They're not washed, unfortunately. So they're probably better if they were washed, obviously. But yeah, it is what it is, though. They'll still be good, obviously. That if we're, like I said, if worse comes to worse, like I'm taking in my battery-powered flashlight there that's super powerful. Going in the bedroom there, I'll just fucking grab them up right there, come back out here, take a pair of scissors to the things on them and shit, and then just rip them off the shit that they're on right now is what it is, and just throw them around me is what it would be then. And either be staying in this room or staying in my other room is what it would be then. I'm not sure. That's the problem. I'm not sure if I'd want to go stay out here though, because it is kind of cold still or whatever. But like it might be cool. It might be warmer out here though than it is in the bedroom. Or if I'd want to stay in the bedroom and proceed to basically, you know, bundle up like fucking crazy in there is what it would be though, because I'm closer to the bathroom, obviously, is what it is there, just in case. So I don't know. It's one of those situations where you're like, your thought process is kind of like, you know, like, do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Kind of thing is what it is. And yeah, it's like a whole thing right now. So I think honestly, it'd probably be me grabbing that stuff and then just heading to the bedroom maybe or something and just bundling up under the covers or whatever then, like 10 blankets deep or something then. And just go like full bear hibernation or something for a couple days or some shit. So at least that's what I assume I do anyway. So anyway, but yeah, like that's what my plan would be anyway, is to do something like that that will be there. So, but yeah, it's a whole thing though. Sorry, I'm trying to check some stuff right now. Is what it is here. Make sure I got all my shit done, and then eventually, in the next like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm gonna shift all of my dudes to do different things. Here's what it'll be then for their grabs in a couple hours. It'll be though, so we can actually have them gather resources for the next like 2 hours before it resets. It'll be here pretty close to 2 hours then. So yeah, always a good thing to do that, obviously. But anyway. Jump on this to make sure I get my thing. Here's what it is then. So I got fucked out of that last one, what it was. So, oh no, I'm fucking stupid. I thought I needed that. I did not need that actually. That makes me feel bad now. I don't need that. So now I'm going to be 1 for 2. Then if that be the case, that sucks. Well, it is what it is, man. Let's see here with this account. So, got a couple things to get here on this. And then we'll send all of our formations over to the 25s on this third region here, so it'll be. Go from there, basically. And then, yeah, just doing this will be done after that, then, if that be the case. I actually found something interesting out recently. I was watching that Babysitter's Club movie from back in the day when I was a kid, and came to find out that the one girl who starred in it, that was the Asian chick, I guess died in a car crash a few years ago now. I forget if it was during the 2020 lockdowns or it was just after them, but yeah, she unfortunately had a fatal car crash a couple years back. That's what it was. So I'll tell you what, man, Larissa Olenek back then, like, it's interesting too when you look at like your childhood of like the Hollywood chicks or whatever that were there at the time, whatever the case be, and it was like your Candace Camerons, your who's that one? Jodie Sweden was also in Full House there. You had Larissa Olenek, who was more of a teenage crush, honestly, for me anyway. And then like a few other ones here and there is what it is. And it's interesting when you look at how these girls have gone and like sort of faded away into like either nothing or they faded back into like the ether, I guess is what I'd say best on that. To where it's like, oh, like they're still here, but not really kind of thing, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's really interesting, honestly, when you start looking into it. Because then you realize, like, oh, so they're just like kind of do nothing people is what it is then. And I think Larissa Olenek actually is more like she's actually one of the ones that's not quite that go, because with her it's she's actually done stuff as an adult is what it is there in Hollywood, and that's the big thing, like this whole child actor thing. There's a difference between people that will go from being a child actor to an adult actor or actress versus the ones that won't or can't make that leap is what it is. And so you basically have like this weird situation where it's like these people want to like make that, you know, jump or whatever, but yet they can't either do it or they've never actually done it is what it is then. So it's like a whole thing. But yeah, that was interesting though. And when you look at people like, you know, that was mentioned, like Olenek, I think is like one of the better ones that has done like the sort of transitional jump as an adult there to, you know, adult acting and stuff like that here and there. Because I know she's been in some things here and there over the years, but not like a shit ton is what it is though. And then meanwhile, you have somebody like a Lacey Chabert or somebody like that who's done like a bunch of or a bunch of child acting as a kid and has done like a whole bunch of adult acting with like Hallmark movies and stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting when you look at those kind of people too as well, because of how they'll jump from one thing to another thing, and then at the same time they will also end up in a situation there where you will have them actually be going from like the child actor or actress or whatever the case be to now the parent in these movies and stuff. And then it's like the next generation is like these other kids or whatever now, and so forth and so on. It's kind of it's kind of weird, and it's also kind of interesting at the same time. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like whatever, dude. And like, I actually found out recently too, which I thought was interesting with the Babysitter's Club movie, going back to that whole thing in the 1990s. Like, I think it was like, I want to say it was 95 or 96 when that movie came out. I think it was 95 maybe. But yeah, the main chick in that is actually the daughter of like some famous actress in Hollywood, and that's apparently the only reason she got that movie, I guess. Which makes sense, because that particular girl, I know she was like the one lead in the well, not, I don't know if I'd say lead per se, but she was like a secondary lead, I guess is what I'd say there, like supporting actress, whatever you call it there, in the movie Snow Day too, in the I think was it 2001 movie came out there. So that's also not a bad movie either, by the way, for like a child, like more of a child's movie and stuff. So, like, it's one of those ones where it has like enough comedy and stuff in it to where, you know, an adult can find it funny and shit too. So, and that's the one. That's how a lot of movies should be. Honestly, it should be like a wide range of like things like, oh, you know, just because you're, you know, not a kid anymore, like you can still have like the kid nostalgia, I guess is what I'd say on that one, of like, hey, this is actually a good movie or whatever the case be. And that's one of the things I think with some of those 90s movies like Babysitter's Club or like Camp Nowhere and stuff like that, or Heavyweights or anything like that is what it is there. Like, just because you're not, you know, a kid now, like you were a kid back then, obviously, and like, it's funny to me too, by the way, because actually having watched Camp Nowhere here in the last couple of years as well, for that matter, I think it was during lockdowns I watched that for the first time in like a couple of years or whatever then, and I found it very interesting how when you look at that movie from an aspect of a kid, because at the time that came out, it was like 93, I think is when the movie came out, so I would have been like 8 then, and I'm looking at that from that perspective of like, you know, child's mind and stuff like that. And there were so many things that just went right over my fucking head, honestly, to where I'm just like, man, they had some serious adult humor in this movie that I totally did not get as a kid, that I'm sitting here laughing my ass off as an adult now. And it was almost all Christopher Lloyd at that point, man. So, that dude is a fucking legend in the business, by the way. And he is actually, I think, one of the better actors of his time, and through multiple generations for that matter, because he was able to adapt and overcome, I think is what it is there, man. And that's the big thing, right? You know, I mean, and you got that dude, because honestly, if you look at the career of Christopher Lloyd and stuff like that in Hollywood, you basically go from a man who basically started out in the that series Taxi was really, I think, one of his claim to fame there is what it was. And then he went from that to going down the line. Now he's this thing or that thing. And, you know, like his big breakout role obviously was Doc Brown in the 80s there for the Back to the Future films. And then from there, you take him down the road again, and you now have the man sitting in the 90s with stuff like Camp Nowhere and whatnot. So, yeah, he's definitely a talent that has been able to surpass like everybody else is what it is there, man, just based on that alone. Because he was able to adapt, overcome, and do things that it is there. And he wasn't one of these people who was against taking roles that had him, you know, opposite a bunch of kid actors and stuff like that, which, you know, knowing what I know about Hollywood now might speak volumes of what Christopher Lloyd could be, honestly. I'm not going to say he is these things. I don't think he really is, honestly. I would say of all the people that actually are molesters in Hollywood, he's probably one of the ones that actually isn't. So, like, he was just some dude wanting money is what it is there, which makes sense, you know, given everything. But yeah, he's a good dude, I think, honestly. And, you know, if anybody ever said he was like, you know, some pedo or whatever the case be, I'd be like, that's surprising. So, like, I honestly, if they were to say that shit about that dude, I'd be like, I want verified proof of that shit, man. Like, you know, where's like the 50 or 60 fucking, you know, Me Too kids or whatever, then that'd be the case. Because I have serious doubt about that, honestly. But, yeah. I mean, would it surprise me in the long run? Probably not, honestly. But at the same time, it's like, no, I'd want like verified proof of that to begin with. That was what it is, just to, you know, confirm one way or another is what would be there. So, and like I said, with him particularly, I feel like he's one of these kind of people that, you know, probably didn't do anything. He's probably just some old guys, what it is there, who just, you know, wanted to make some money there in Hollywood, and they're like, hey, here's a role with these kids and stuff, and you're basically this dude. And the thing of it was, too, for that matter, like, he wasn't really in a whole lot of scenes with those kids in that movie, honestly. Like, there was entire scenes in that movie where it's basically just like him, Jonathan Jackson, and the actress chick who was the doctor woman. So it was basically 2 adults and a child at that point. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, he's one of those guys where I think he's definitely like a generational talent, honestly, and not many can match that, is what it is. And unfortunately, we don't have that much anymore, dude, is what it is. You know, it's like the same thing with, you know, me growing up in the 90s and like late 80s and stuff like that, where you had all these dudes like the Schwarzeneggers, the Stallones, or, you know, the Van Dams and stuff like that, where it was all these like hardcore badass alpha male guys and stuff like that, action hero types. And now what do you have for these kids nowadays? It's like, oh, you got these fucking retarded ass superhero people and stuff like that are, I guess they can relate, but not really, because they're fucking, you know, have powers and shit, versus like just some everyman that's just a badass is what it is. So yeah, I feel like we definitely need new action stars is what it is, man. And the sad part is, I think there's some people out there that could be these things, but they're not allowing them to be these things is what it is. Because I could easily see Jensen Ackles, the guy that played Dean Winchester. He is one of these guys that could definitely be like a badass fucking like Captain America type if they wanted to redo Captain America again at some point in the future. Because he already basically showed that when he was in The Boys as I'm trying to remember what the fucking dude's name is offhand right now. Mine is blanking offhand. God, I can't remember. It was basically The Boys version of Captain America is what was there. I forget what the guy's name is right now. I'm completely blanking right now, unfortunately. But yeah, he was that guy. And yeah, the thing there is like, that dude was straight up badass, dude. And he was like a raunchy Captain America is what it was there. So yeah, we could definitely have like a much better version of something then, if it came down to it. And unfortunately, I don't think they're allowed that be a thing anymore right now. That's what it is, and it sucks, dude. It really does. Because you're taking away like an awesome, awesome thing from us. So anyway. Let's see where's that right now. 77%. So oh my god, I just checked the thing right now. I have exactly enough flasks in this account right now to do this one thing. That's funny. Let's see if I can actually screen share this now or not. Damn it, it's still being retarded. Yeah, it was exactly 231 and 231. So totally out of flask, but at least I can do that up to second time around is what it is there. So all right, let me check the rest of my Thriving Forces stuff right now on this. So we got 10 of 50, so we'll do 40 on that. So that gets done. Add 50 to that guy. Takes us up to 100 on the other thing. Gives us our long-range transmissions. So then we go, let's see here. The New Year's thing. Get our 150 for that. Oh, shit, I didn't realize we were still doing, I forgot we were doing the Woodberries on here. That's the problem with the things they give out for these 5-day things, whatever here, like this 2024 thing, where it says defeat 30 and then it's Woodbury armies and stuff like that, where it should just be, and then it's 40 and then 50 and then 60 and then 80. The problem I have with that is it's like, okay, why would it not just be defeat 30 PvE enemies? That's what it should be anymore, dude. Because that I could actually do, and it would make sense if you're doing Eugene and the abandoned events during that time and stuff like that, because it's like, yeah, now you can defeat all these dudes what it is then. So it's just a pain in the ass is what it is, honestly. But anyway, let's see where we're at now. Checking to see where I'm at with this stuff currently. Okay, so we want to do training fighters for sure on this, because that's one thing we don't have. So do a bunch of dudes up then on that one for the T10 stuff. And then I guess we'll do the 14-hour one here. At the same time, going and finding a bunch of 30s and 31s and stuff, and then sending my dudes off to go gather them up and stuff is what will be here. So, all right, so that's done, that's done, that's done. And then Okay, so 31, 30, 31. So I got 31 here. So grab this. Grab this. Go to this one. Go to this one over here. And then go to this other 31 over here. Or no. We'll actually leave that for the other account. So, okay, so we got those done. Throw on my gathering speed bonus. Make sure that's all installed up. Check my stuff for the day here. That's all grabbed for the day. All right, that's good. Make sure I got everything done in this game. And then I don't think I got the 5 mil yet. I just realized that now. Like, I think I need to jump back over there and do a couple more things. But before I do that, I'm going to do this other thing over here on this other account and make sure to get its wall walkers for the 18 flasks. So, check anything it has to do. Here's what it is. Which looks like it does. So, grab all that shit real fast. Hopefully get a dog off of this one at least. But who the hell knows? Because people want to be stupid as fuck. Interesting. It is not allowing me to screen share this for some reason at all. And of course, I just went back to the other thing. Then what the fuck? It's like it's being purposely stupid, honestly. Got a single cow out of that damn thing. Honestly, I'm sorry. That should really be a cow and a dog on top of that then for that bottom one. Anything less is bullshit. So anyway, need to go check Wicked to make sure they got all of its stuff from the Elite Walker or the Elite 10 stuff. Because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That one seems to have. Okay, cool. So, yeah, when we get to Elite level 11, we can actually unlock a Elite relocation and a salvage token for the day for possible grabs. And then eventually at 14, we can get our epic survival fragments. So, that's cool. Not sure how much that'll cost to get those, honestly, but I'm sure it's not going to be cheap, honestly. So, that sucks. Again, it is what it is, though. Sort of damn if you do, damn if you don't kind of situation there. So, anyway. Checking this real quick. Nope, I was only at 24. 5, so definitely got to do that then. Okay, got enough stuff there that I can empty some doggos out onto the table is what it is. So we'll do that momentarily. Maybe section wants to respond. But yeah, actually, I found out something too interesting enough. Going back to the death thing, and we Camp Nowhere actually. Besides the chick that died in that from Babysitter's Club, the guy who played Jonathan Jackson's father in Camp Nowhere. He actually died here in the last few years too, for that matter. In like I think it was 2019 or 2020, one of the two. So pretty sad. That dude, I forget what that actor guy's name was, but he was really good actually. Like, he was definitely one of those guys that he wasn't quite Christopher Lloyd level of like talent, but he was definitely like a very good actor. And he was very believable as like the father role and stuff like that. Like, so it was kind of depressing to hear about that one. But anyway, yeah, he was a good actor though, for sure. And then I'm trying to remember who else was really good in that movie. Actually, interestingly enough, for those who don't know, going to the Back to the Future thing there. So, if Tannen, the actor guy that played that dude, was also in Camp Nowhere, he was the cop in that movie. It was like a state patrol guy or whatever. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting, I thought. A lot of people don't realize that one. It has to do with the fact that like nobody really pays attention to half that stuff is what it is there. But autism brain. Get you every time, man. Every fucking time. If you remember weird shit like that's what it is. So anyway. That being said, check what my thing is here on this. Let's see, so be 30K take. So do this one again. Let's see if we can't get that 30,000 then. Okay, we got over 5 million on that one. That's good. So that's one thing. And then how close are we right now is the question. 39 of 48. Okay, so grabbing that. Do about maybe 2 hours of stuff here on this. And then grab them up. Okay, so not quite enough. So that would be, let's say it was 39 of 48. So now it is 44.9 of 48. So we got 5 more. So that was probably about right then, about twice that then. So there. So grab up another set of these. Do another couple of hours drop off on these. Man, that wind is really whipping around. Okay, that did it. So that took us to 50. So close enough. We'll do that as close enough right now. We already got over 30K in this account anyway, so it doesn't really matter where we go from here is what it is now, because we're not getting to 45, unfortunately. But we can get Andrea to 19 of 50 for her 3-3 to 3-4 transition there. So, and that's totally all that matters is what it is, man. And now we basically just go back to the other guy and do him as what it is then. So. Why are you still wanting to be an a-hole, man? What the fuck? Still wanting to be a dickhead now. So fucking annoying, dude. Anyway. Yeah, that being said, I gotta set all this shit off now. Do some touch offs here and get this going and make sure it's all ready to roll. Check its elite level things, make sure it got all that stuff today, which it seems like it did. Yes, it did. Got a 12-hour one. Nice, nice. So go to this 31 right here. Go down here, grab that 31 right there. 30 right here. Actually, I'm wondering now that I think about it if we're going to get higher than 31 this next go around for the new season. I assume we will. Like, I assume we'll get 34s and stuff now, which would be nice. And if that's the case, then we'll definitely have like a cool ass season then for sure. Because it means you can have people get way above 31 now, who will be then. So, all right, then go to my research stuff here. Take 64 hours of speed ups. Another 49 minutes there. Fighters versus sharpshooters. Gives us 4. And then we have 16,000 of 30,000 currently. So that would have been the third one in that mix. So, okay, I got 219. I can actually burn through for flasks. So, question now becomes, what can I do here? I think we can do a bread reduction. See how much that takes me down to. If anything. Okay, so that took us to 26,953 of 30,000. So essentially nothing. Fuck. So we can do this one. It'll be 8 hours and some change. Okay, that takes us to over the 30K, takes us to 40K, so that's 10 million or 10,000 left on the table. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I guess it's going to have to be then, because I got nothing left then. I got 53 or 57 fucking flasks right now for that, so I think we'll just do, let's see here now. 5 day, 7 day, 4 day. Yeah, I think we'll just do the 5 day or 4 day things here it'll be. So that's about all we can do. And then we can actually kick a couple days off of this from our stuff here momentarily. So, but anyway, let's see what we have here now. We are 48 or 4.8 million of 5 right now. We got, let's see here. Do we have anything we need to do? What you call it was we need to do 40 grabs actually real quick here for this. So 39, 40. Okay, so that one's done. And then it is 27 of 48. We got 650 of 2,000. So that would be 350 rubies that we need to spend, which is pretty easy since we just go to the shop, buy up 2 hours of speed ups, and then go back to the elite thing and get 50 rubies worth of elite stuff. And that takes care of that. And then we get our things from this. Just another half hour speed up stuff. 2K rubies done. We're 26 of 30,000 right now. And then, let's see here, 27, 9, 45. So I go over here, grab this. Go back to that, do it again. Takes us to 59. Takes us over 5 mil. Okay, so that takes us to 26, 480 of 30K. So, yep, that'll be done then. Yeah, just to show how little shit I give about Kill Them All event right now. It's going on right now. Half of my accounts didn't even have the shit done in them. Because I don't give a fuck. Literally. Like, all it gives you is, like, a little bit of shit for work arts, and that's it. Like, it's not even really worth it, honestly. So. Plus, it's hard as fuck to figure out how to get those arrows in places they need to be gotten. So. Like, after the first two, like, you're pretty much screwed anyway. So it's not even really worth doing after that then. So. Anyway. Let's see, where was I at now? Dangerous deals. Getting my 20 off of that. 5 off that. So we got one exchange. Huh, that's interesting. So of all the other ones, I got like 10 or 12 on here for the rallies. I got 20 of 40 on this one. So crazy. All right, so 5 mils done there is what it is though. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the next 2 days for the other tasks to happen here, which I know for a fact that one will be I think it's either tomorrow. It's either one coming up here, or not tomorrow. It's either one coming up here for the reset, or it's day 5 will be gathering things, and I'll be able to get all those obviously from that. So, but yeah, it's the whole thing though. But anyway, yeah, other than that, it's basically just getting all my shit together here pretty soon and figuring things out is what it'll be though. So. See, I still need 15 more Shanes here on this account to get him to 6 stars. Need, who is that? 17 Abrahams to get him to 5-2. 20 Lydias to get her to 5-2. And 7 Governos to get him to a 98. So that'll be done in a few days here. It'll be, and then as soon as we get to 30K, actually, we'll have Andrea's fragments, have enough of her for her to pop from 3-1 to 3-2. So you can get up to 84 then. And then we'll have 4 leftovers after that then. So which will just be brought back into her if that be the case then. I don't see any reason to put him anyplace else actually. And then we actually need to get another 20 fragments eventually for Holly then. Here's what it is. So she can get to her 5-1 status. Because I think she's still under 102. So, yeah, right now I got 0 of 10 called arms to white. So, and yeah, he's one of the ones that has to have his own fragments too as well on that one. That's the one thing I really dislike about this game, honestly, is like you have all these characters have to have like their own like singleton fragments or whatever. You can't do like the universal ones. Like, for instance, with the governor, you can do, like, universal ones, but then with the vengeful governor, it has to be his own fragments then to get him up there. Or Call to Arms Doy has to be his own fragments, or Teenager Carl, or, where's it at right now? Teenager Carl, Ruthless Negan's another one of these. Pamela's another one of these. Who else is on that list? Sniper Andrea. Negan. And I think that might be it, actually. Yeah, so you have, let's see, 1, 2. Actually, Tomb Raider Laura Croft was actually on that list before they took her off of the thing entirely. You can basically just use universals on her after that now that she's no longer available. So, to get her all the way up there is what it is. So, but yeah, so like I said, though, it's Negan, it's Sniper Andrea, it's, let me see, that's 2. It is Pamela, Ruthless Negan, so that's 4 characters. Teenager Carl, Call to Arms Dwight, Vengeful Negan, Seasoned Rick is another one of them. So that's 6 or 7, actually. And then all the pay to wins, which is Michonne, Glenn, Yumiko, and Ezekiel. None of those can have universal fragments used for them. They'll have to be buying more of their own fragmentation there. And the same thing with Inventor Eugene, actually. He's another one to where you basically have to pay into his thing every single month then if you want to get that to get his initial fragmentation to get him as a character, and then it's a bunch more to get him as actual other stuff on there is what it is then. So, yeah. It really is like I said, dude, it's a way for them to just nickel and dime the shit out of you is what it is then. And in many cases, it's not even nickel and diming. It's fucking, you're paying like, I think for the Eugene thing, you're paying like crazy ass amounts of money, if I'm not mistaken. To where it's just like, what the fuck, bro? So, yeah, it's not like you're paying like a teeny amount of money. You're paying like a ton of fucking money out the door is what it is then. So, and it would be nice, honestly, if they, with this like new season stuff, instead of giving like, first off, the whole day one thing of like 20 long ranges, it should be like 50, honestly. And then the 5 hours of universal speed up should just be like 10 or 15, honestly, on that one. Same thing with the keys. The keys should be about 20. They should be given day 3, it should be 2 of those animal skills to everybody. And then day 5, it should be 2 different dogs to everybody as well on that one, dude. And then the million upgrading. Which that dog will be actually coming in good shape for everybody, though, is what it is there, because eventually with Sunday being, or wait, is it Sunday or Saturday night? I think it's tomorrow night, actually, is when it flips over to the other thing there. So you end up having a better situation there for that then, because you can actually have it be used for that one event for that then is what it'll be. And it'll actually work out better in the long run for that, because you will actually have it be able to be used then for the upgrades and stuff, to where when I need to get that or use it up or whatever that, then I can simply use that during one of the build train animal train events, and then I'll actually have a dog ready to roll then, pretty much up to enough to where it would either, I think, I'm not mistaken, I think if you just click on that 11, it either would proc it up to like 10 or 12 mil, or it's like almost at 20 mil with that 11 star then. So, yeah, totally worth on that one, dude, for sure. Like I said, it's always good to have that ability to do that is what it is, but at the same time, it's just like, it'd be nice to also have a chance to do something else is what it is there. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't, get ahead otherwise, because you have to basically keep like just barely getting there is what it is then. And actually, the nice thing about that 11-star dog, now I'm thinking about it, is I think there's still one account here. I'm not sure if it's the one I'm in right now or if it's one of the other ones that I have a 10. Oh, no, this is one. Okay. So, yeah, so I got a 10 on this one. So, pretty much what will happen actually is most likely I will have that 11-star dog be brought forth in the one thing for the Sunday special thing, whatever it is there, where it gives you the extra 4 fragmentation. And then we'll take it from there and we will have it be given to I'm trying to remember what I'm saying now. Yeah, I'll use that one up for that particular event then, and then from there it'll basically be used later on in the other event. That's another build train or another train animal train, which will be a research one at that point, or vice versa, where it's like a build, and the other one's a research first then. But either way, I'll be using those two events, and then we'll basically try to turn that into a 12. Most likely it'll turn back into an 11 again, I'm guessing, from like an 11 and a 10 going together. But sometimes it will turn into a 12, so, fingers crossed it happens what it is there. So, anyway. But, yeah, other than that, though, I think that's about where we're at for today, honestly. And, yep, still being an asshole and not wanting to give me my shit then, so. The only thing I can do right now, I guess, would be do this completely out of here and see if it can't be brought back up and maybe function then. Like give it like a minute or two or whatever to potentially reset then, and then see if it'll work after that or not. So if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what we're going to be at for the day. That was what it is. And then just waiting for reset to pop up in about an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. I might take a nap, actually, from here is what it'll be then until then, because I'm not feeling super great today. I don't know if I caught something when I was visiting Mom the other day, which I know at fucking stupid facility she was at there. There was a thing on the door that my uncle pointed out. He's like, oh, yeah, they got like RSV and possible COVID outbreaks here and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I probably caught something from somebody there just walking past fucking doors and shit, man. So wouldn't be surprising. That's the thing. If you're going to catch something in a place, it's going to be one of these fucking places, man. So, yeah, very unfun for sure. But, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. But as of right now, I'm 63rd in a thing that only pays up top 50 by roughly $1 million. But we still have like an hour and some change. So, question is, do I fight to try to get another couple million there or not? Or do I just say fuck it and not even waste my time, energy, and resources? I think I'm going to go towards the latter is what it is here. So, actually, no, I'm looking at this one, actually, besides that third account where I'm going to have the one that's going to be an 11 into a possible 12 there. There's actually another dog here right now. That's a Shiba 10 sitting here. And that potentially will be combined with the 11 then in a couple of days. Here's what it'll be to maybe make something better then. We already got 2 13s for our stuff, so there is that. And then most likely what will happen actually is I will do there is a dog I have in here right now that I call Legendary. It has a Legendary Cavalry Health on it that most likely I will actually give I will take out the other health on it, which is a Sharpshooter Health. Or actually there's a melee here too as well that has a health on there too. It'll be one of those two, honestly. I'll be taken out of there. I'm not sure which yet. That'll get replaced with the dog from there. That dog skill from there in a couple of days will probably be turned into a cavalry defense, because I already have like a epic cavalry health in this one too. So I'm thinking probably turn that into a cavalry defense then. And then from there, it'll basically turn into that. That's what it is. Actually, now I'm looking at this right now, actually. So this actually, I'm trying to think about this right now because it has Sharpshooter Health and has Sharpshooter Defense in this one as well as a baseline currently. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe get rid of the Sharpshooter Health or the Melee Health, because that doesn't really do anything. Oh, actually, I'm retarded. Never mind. There is a common or uncommon defensive all cavalry in formation at 1% right now. So yeah, we'll actually take over that one. Is what it'll be then. Everything else will remain, and we'll just take over that one for that thing, though, if that'd be the case then. So yeah, that makes more sense now to do it that way. Yeah, because that would become a where's it at here now? Yeah, we would turn that into a defense of all cavalry formation plus 25%. And it gives us 250,000 power for that one for legendary one. I mean, actually, technically, if we wanted to, we wouldn't even have to do that, honestly. What we could do is we could just do the damage dealt, which is a cavalry's damage dealer epic thing. Or we could even do one that is a baseline one for the epic stuff there. That might be the way to go, honestly, that I'm looking at here, because the thing is that defense only gives us a plus 250, whereas if I were to change the one that's there right now in that, which is it has a there's a dog one right now for sharpshooters. Actually, there's a couple different ones here now. There is a cavalry damage dealer that gives plus 150 as non-common. There's also a sharpshooter one that gives plus 150, and I could take out either one of those and either grab. I think actually, what I should do on this whole thing, and I'm thinking about doing this actually, if I'm going to grab one here. What I may do actually right now is I may leave the cavalry damage dealer where they're for 150, get rid of the sharpshooter one, and replace it with in this particular box, you could get it's a universal one for all fighters damage dealer, and it's a plus 2%, but it's a 450,000 power on that one, comparing it to the other ones that are only 300,000 a piece. So, and then you could also, or I could also do all fighters damage reduction in formation is plus 2%, and it's a 450,000 power increase, comparing, like I said, to the cavalry one that's only 250k. So, I don't know. Have to think about that one for a bit. I think that's probably what it'll be, though. Actually, I'll probably just do the universal one then, or something like that is what it'll be then. So, I think that'd be the way to go, honestly. Maybe just do universal one then. Because the thing is that universal one, if you got that, it would eventually be able to be upgraded to, if I'm not mistaken, to other things, I think. I want to say. Not totally 100% sure here's what it is, but I'm going to check here momentarily because I know I have something. Here's what it is then. So, sorry, I was trying to see if I had a thing here, which it doesn't seem like I do, unfortunately. Let me just look at the animal shop real quick, actually, for the skills. Because, yeah, that particular skill for the universal one would be, if you're to get that regularly, it's 72,000 rubies. And then I believe there's a legendary version of that, too. Yeah, that's 225,000 rubies. So you can upgrade that eventually to that whole thing, which it'll be like a crazy high upgrade or something eventually. But yeah, maybe possibly in the future, it might be possible to do that, like a year or two down the line or something, have money or something, or have gathered a shit ton of rubies and just kept them then. So yeah, that whole thing goes from 450,000 power as an epic, and if you get to a legendary status, it is 1.125 million. So that's pretty fucking insane, dude. So definitely worth it, honestly. I think to do epic then. Yep, still being stupid, not giving me what I want to see here what it does then. So I don't know. It's being retarded for some reason. So, that's what it is on that one. But yeah, the main account right now, we got 80 of 110 princesses because we got a bunch of her when we were doing our grabs today. And fragments of 5s. So we got 30 left on her to get to 106. We got 79 of 110 left of Abraham to get to 106. And then 15 more Negans to get to a 4-1. 75 of 110 to get to a 108 Shane, which would be 35 more fragments there. So that's basically, each one of those is essentially a day for knife challenges, or basically 6 knives then. So we'll most likely just buy a bunch of stuff into those, and that'll be the case, and get all those done then whenever knife challenge comes back around again. And then we have Mercer, or not, yeah. Mercer is now 55 of 110, getting up to 104. And everybody else is pretty much nothing right now. Still need 16 Pamela's out of her thing to get to 3-3. Which I'm actually kind of glad that I saw some stuff that I saw today, because I was looking over at people's stuff there. Somebody mentioned something about something, and I noticed that Megan had posted her thing for where she's at with Pamela too, and she's basically at the same spot that I am right now. It's like 3-2, 3-3, something like that. So it's nice to see that we're basically on the same level on that one, which I know she's got other characters too that are better off, and like a higher governor than I do, and probably a higher eventual governor too, for that matter, and whatnot, or Ruthless Negan or whatever it is there. But that's probably what she's been using her universal fragments on, I'm guessing, or maybe called Arms to White or something though. But yeah, to me it doesn't really matter, honestly. I'm doing my own thing over here is what it is, man. So actually, now that I think about it, I just realized something. Since we're going to 8 stars in season 8, here's what it is. I wonder if these epics like Shane or Zeke or anybody like that I already have up to 7 stars, Militia Rick, all these guys like that I just have a shitload of fragments sitting around for right now. I wonder if I'll be able to up those guys all the way to 8 then too. I hope so, man. That'd be fucking cool, because I can at least have those then if that'd be the case. Because I know I have more than enough Shane to up him to 8 right now, and I got more than enough. Or wait, that's Militia Rick. I meant regular Rick actually. Sorry on that one. Not really thinking on that, but yeah, or even like Boyd or Billy or somebody like that is what it'll be then. Yeah, it would actually be just like Epic Rick, which is experience from defeating walkers on map, plus 100%, 106%. So yeah, it'd be nice to get him to 8 stars then, etc., etc. So yeah, that'd be sweet, man. And then pretty soon I'm gonna be having Sarah up to a 6-4 at some point here, and then eventually a 6-5. She is 58 right now from a 6-4, and then 120 after that to a 7-star. So, but anyway, but yeah, the ones that I know for a fact I could actually have to up to 8 right now would be Shane and Rick respectively for the epics, and then I think I'm pretty close with. Yeah, I'm like 1.5 away with Zeke, so. Because he's 6'3" right now and like about halfway there. Really wish I could pull Season Rick out of one of these damn things one of these damn days. But unfortunately, he's not being able to get yanked out of the transmission thing there. I think they said something about actually having like better pull rates pretty soon, actually, with Season 8, though. So hopefully that'll be the case, and just yank that motherfucker out one of the accounts anyway. Be nice. So anyway. But other than that, though, yeah, so don't want to be stupid as fuck, man. Don't understand it. Don't understand it, because it should be giving me Walking Dead stuff, because it's going trying to present here is what it is, but it's not wanting to do that right now. Wanting to be silly as fuck and just making me show myself that's all still framed and shit there. So stupid. Fucking game. But yeah, other than that, though, I think I'm going to take a nap for about 45 minutes, give or take. He'll reset kicks off here. See what our 120s are doing right now. That's funny. So we got Poison Ivy as 120 T10. We got Foxy J as 120 T10. That's actually the sharpshooters. We have Morpheus, who is 120 T10 with the melee, which is what what's your name has too. Katniss, who just jumped in here, who is a 112, 108, 108. Or no, sorry, it looks like 112, 109, 109. Whisperers using the sharpshooter formations. And then you got Kai in the middle of everybody, who is a fucking T9. It's like, okay, so you're literally the fucking dog hiding amongst the sheep, dude. This is funny. Or I guess in that one you would be the fox hiding amongst the hounds. Is what it would be. If you guys have never seen that picture, it's fucking hilarious. It's literally this pack of hound dogs going to try to find this fox, and the fox is just blending in with them and like going in the same direction, so it's not caught. So it's like, yep, sounds about right. So anyway, but yeah, like I said, probably not going to do another stream tonight actually because I'm too tired right now. But I will be back on the Ohio Picture Education Network YouTube channel tomorrow. Most likely for a Stand Your Ground Saturday at some point tomorrow afternoon if I can. And then obviously we'll be back on Honda's channel on Sunday for the Gay Frog chat and so forth and so on. So as long as I still have power by then, which hopefully that'll be the case because wind's kicking up like crazy right now. Debating about what I do for dinner here is what it is, but don't have any clue right now, honestly. Probably just throw something in the microwave tonight or something because I have a couple options right now in the freezer to do that, honestly. Since I know I'm going to be getting some more food tomorrow because I'm making a deal tonight is what it is with the whole thing to have somebody bring me out some shit tomorrow is what it is then. Probably use up the one TV dinner that's in there. It's taking up space right now. And that way I'll have space to put the other ones that are coming here pretty soon into that space then. So, but yeah, other than that though, that's pretty much enough for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Unfortunately, can't do any presentation today because fucking stupid people being stupid and not allowing fucking games to be shown on the stream because fucking StreamYard wants to be a dickhead like that and fuck around with me actually doing game stuff for that time. So, Inception. Sorry, I noticed there was like it wasn't presenting or whatever the case be. So, I'm sure if I try to do it now, it's not going to do that at all. But, yep, just did the exact same thing again. That might be what it is too. It might just be me fucking around and doing stuff like that or whatever the case be. I don't know, but again, shouldn't really matter. But I do need to check a couple things here, though, is what it is, because I want to make sure I got all my Lucille game stuff done in these before the timer resets. I know I got them both the third and the first ones because I got tokens on there, but I can't remember if I got any in the second one or not. I need to use up or not right now. So I'm going to check that out real quick. Here's what it is, and then oh, I do have some in there. Okay, 106 then. Okay. So let's figure that out then. So do 7 long ranges, or I can do like 8 hours of speed ups. Let's see, 7 long ranges would be 105 of 106. 8 hours of speed ups is 96 of 106. So there's just a 10. Yeah, I think I'll just get 7 more long ranges, honestly, on that one and say fuck it. Take myself down to 1 then. So, because in the long run, that's actually the better deal, I think, in general, because you're actually allowing yourself to get more than previously had, or whatever the case be. So, if that makes any sense, I don't know, but it does to me anyway. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with the whole thing. But anyway, like I said, though, I'll be back tomorrow at some point, probably for the first Stand Your Ground Saturday of 2024 then. And then, god damn, that wind is fucking... It sounds like... It's definitely a mix of wind and some other shit, though, is what it is, dude. So it's like... I think it's wind, but it's also like crazy-ass, like sleet, snow shit coming down right now. So, yeah, not good at all, man. I think we're in for a bad night ahead is what it is here. Hopefully, like I said, the power will stay on and won't be a major issue. If that power goes out, ooh, buddy, it's going to be a shitty night for sure. Because number one, I have nothing to actually can't cook anything then because I'm going to have no power to cook anything with. Is what it is. And then, yeah, it'll just be a shit show from there is what it'll be then. So, but anywho. That being said, though, we got at least we got all of our stuff coming forward for current relocation and people coming over to us, and it seems like we got pretty much a clan relocating over to us is what it is here, which is nice because that way we can have a bunch of people worth of folks to basically backfill our current coalition. That's what it is, and actually have like 300 strong when it's all said and done. So, man, that's getting bad. That wind is like scary, man. So, should check my phone or something. Actually, I think, yeah, and that says light rain and snow currently. Check the weather forecast here and see what comes up. Let's see, weather 37, light rain and snow. Let's see. Blustery winds will accompany light rain, snow. Okay, what does it say now? Light rain and snow are expected in your area. Nighttime, light rain and snow are expected in your area. Okay. 37 out, but it feels like 12 right now because of the wind chill and everything else like that. Makes sense. Let's see here now. Code blue, shelters open in Newark, Montclair, Irvington, and East Orange. I'm guessing that's like New Jersey, New York area there and stuff. Makes sense. My sister told me earlier we're supposed to get a polar vortex today is what it is. Like today, tomorrow, next day is what it is there. So anyway. All right, I think we will actually do I think we will do a Freedom Friday today, dude, because I just saw a story here that needs to be talked about because it's all these fucking fake-ass motherfuckers who are falsely claiming they're transgender and want to sit there and fucking try to run for office and they're all nut jobs and not disclosing their legal fucking names is what it is, dude. So I think we'll do that here in a minute or two then. But anyway, there's some ugly-ass men, by the way. But yeah, I think we'll do that here momentarily is what it is. Then we'll jump over to open then for at least a 15-20 minute stream. Then is what it'll be then. So till later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.